Don't lie, Catman. I saw you eat that flower. I can't let you harm this forest without penance. The Green Pact demands that you pay for your indiscretions.
But this Khajiit loves to eat flowers. You're insane. Put that axe away. I have done nothing wrong.
The plants and the trees are sacred to the Bosmer. All true Bosmer, at any rate. I demand retribution for the flower you slaughtered and devoured.
Someone help! You there! Please! Talk some sense into that elf! He's a lunatic!
This Khajiit thinks he can walk into this forest and kill and maim at his leisure. He may not follow the Green Pact, but I do. And I'll have him learn respect for the flowers and the trees before this day is done. What an inane question. The Bosmer of Valenwood hold all plant life in the highest regard. We've made a pact not to harm them, and to use no wood or greenery in anything we create. It can be a difficult life. Yes, it makes it that much harder to carry on when I see fools with this Khajiit's wanton disregard for green life. It disgusts me, and I'm going to teach him a lesson. It's always a misunderstanding. Do you know how many buffoons stumble into this place to tear up flowers and kick the trees? Damn it, the fool isn't worth it. Wasn't going to hurt him anyway, just scare him a little. Sorry, Cat. I let my anger get to me.
I understand. One time my brother, under the influence of skooma, also attacked me. Luckily, he could not climb trees in that state, though it was humorous to see him try.
I heard that people were beaten and My trusty courier! Did you have an exciting trip? Was it the import taxes again? I thought I paid those weeks ago. I was hoping that would hasten the process. My client is not exactly a patient woman, and I do not wish to upset her. Kwama? No, this is no good. I don't need that here with all my other fragile shipments. Look, can you run this out to Alex right away? She'll have your payment. And try not to stare at her. She's easily distracted.
By chaos, by the void, and by the darkness, may the doors of oblivion be flung wide!
joined the boy as officers.
You reek of Kwama juices. Why don't you come inside and spend some time with your Granny Alex? I'll have a hearty, chunky brain stew ready soon. Or do you like it spongy and raw? What? Oh, from that netch scab in Thoris? It's late. It's so very late. I've resorted to eating troll brains and maggot soup, and my potions have lost their delectable fetid flavor already. Of course I want it. Just pour it in the stew there, and if anything escapes, feel free to gobble it up as a tip. If you want, you can spend time with your old Granny Alex while the eggs pop and ooze into the sauce. You didn't drop a single one. I'm impressed. Come to think of it, I have been needing an apprentice. Huh? Don't care to keep company with your old Granny Alex? Or is it the smell of the boiling Kwama? A little too heady for your delicate sensibilities? Oh well, I'll enjoy it all for myself. I always do. Why are you still here? You like what you see, hmm? Want to spend time with your old Granny Alex, eh?
You have done what has not been done in centuries. All the parts of the orrery have been placed within the chamber, and Dareneth awaits us below. I must admit to being more than a little excited. I've never seen the orrery operational. Not much. You've done extraordinary work, and just in time for Queen Iren's arrival. Imagine the chance to see the orrery operate. Conservator Dareneth is preparing Queen Iren as we speak. We should really head in there and get started. The ratification ceremony isn't going to perform itself after all. And from what I understand, Conservator Dareneth wanted to speak with you personally.
Queen Iren has finally arrived, just in time for the ratification ceremony to begin. I'm sure she will commend you for your efforts.
I wonder if the orrery is worth all the fuss. I certainly hope the Queen isn't wasting her time. And yours.
Greetings.
Armor that does not hinder you from jumping and skulking about, yes? Marnub has this and more. Trust in Marnub. He does you no wrong.
No charge to have a look.
Preposterous! I'm an Aldmeri Vice-Reeve, an assistant to Prince Naemon himself. Why am I barred from the ceremony?
The orrery hasn't been activated in a millennia. It might work splendidly, yes. Or it might explode. But I'll speak with Daraneth if you insist on being present.
Upon consideration, I suppose I could wait by the door to call for help, should anything go wrong. There won't be much to see, I'm sure. The Aelids were notorious for their glowing crystals, so I suppose there will be more than a few bright lights. Sounds quite dreary. I can't imagine it will be worth your time at all.
I must thank you for the opportunity to see the orrery operate as it did in ancient times. It's all so exciting!
Little brother, you shouldn't be here for this. Daraneth warned us of the dangers.
I won't turn my back on family. My place is in your shadow, as it has always been.
I know this can't be easy for you.
On the contrary, today the Dominion shall see why a High Elf is fit to lead all of Tamriel.
I used to despise your certainty, but today it's reassuring, oddly enough.
Apology accepted. An Aeliad artifact supposedly touched by the gods will proclaim my sister worthy of becoming the Empress of Tamriel. But this changes little. There are those who will always question her right to rule.
Prince Naemon says you're to thank for ensuring the ratification ceremony will happen without delay. Nonsense, it was a great deal of trouble. It's not something one forgets, especially when one is a queen.
I'll make sure everyone clears out, as you requested. But you don't need to be here, Your Highness.
I used to sneak in here as a child and climb through the orrery's rungs. Do you think I'd pass up on the chance to see what it actually does? But have no fear. I want you at the outer door.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I won't let you down.
You never do.
The orrery seems like a fancy device. I hope it works. And if it doesn't, I trust you'll keep the king safe. He's usually not so reckless.
How exciting! The orrery has done nothing but spin for generations. To think, I'll be the king who sees it work again.
Strange to see you after South Point. Not bad, just strange. But no matter. I can hardly believe we're about to breathe some life into this old girl. And before you ask, yes, I'm speaking of the orrery. Almost. You recovered the pieces needed for the orrery's activation, so it's only fair you're here to put them in place. So, I should be the one to ask. Are you ready? Good. The first thing you'll need is to take up Rachin's mantle. A god's hands move the orrery, goes the translation. But that's a load of boar slop. You simply need to be in 3 places at once. Rachin's mantle should allow for that. Oh, you'll be all right. That overly earnest fella from the Mages Guild, Braylor, was it? He assured me you'd be safe if you wore it for no longer than 90 minutes. Or was it 9? No matter. The ceremony will take 5 minutes. Maybe 6. Approach the pillars beyond the orrery itself. You must activate each in turn while keeping one thought in mind. When you wear Rachin's mantle, you'll never be held in place. From what I understand, it should do the rest.
So this pile of moss and rubble determines the next emperor?
The orrery is ancient. Show some respect.
Magnificent.
Nearly there, Your Majesties, Your Highness. That's it! It's working! It's actually working! Here, take hold of the heart of a numeral. Place it in the pillar next to our royal observers. That should do it! Awaken the orrery, whatever that truly means, but have no fear. This contrivance allows me to manipulate its energies. This means I can keep Queen Irene safe when she steps inside. Now go! Place the heart of a numeral. Let's see what all the fuss is about.
And now the Ayleid death trap will tell us if we have an emperor in our midst. Truly a momentous day.
Naaman, now is not the time.
Irene, there's always time to protect you from yourself. For how could I let you risk your life in this contraption without testing it first, dear sister?
When you wear Rachin's mantle, you'll never be held in place.
It's incredible! I can see the white gold tower! No!
What's happening to me? No! You tricked me, sister! It's your fault! All of you! I'll kill you all! The tower is fading.
Naaman, what were you thinking?
No, I'm all right. You saved Queen Irene's life by killing her brother. You should probably speak with her on the matter.
Why? What? No, Why would Naaman do this? I made him a part of what we were building. Tried to show him this is about more than just our people. I would have all of Tamriel be our people. What the legend says. It revealed the person within. As it will do to me. Do you think I have a choice in this? I will enter the orrery, as I swore to the people of the Aldmeri Dominion. I must learn whether I'm fit to lead them. And if I'm not... if I'm changed, as my brother was, I can't become a danger to the people I've sworn to lead. Do you understand me? I must not delay. I'm myself, aren't I? A dominion of peace. The fair and just rule of Tamriel, beneath an old Mary banner. A future I hope to build. And you, standing at my side. Come, help me build the future. I don't intend to tell anyone what my brother did. As far as I'm concerned, he died trying to help me, not usurp my throne. The Staff of Magnus. A powerful object with the ability to suppress magic. Dangerous were it to fall into the wrong hands. Luckily, we already possess it. Go to Marbrook in Eastern Greenshade. Speak to Captain Sarandel about securing the staff. I'll follow soon after.
We heard sounds of battle. What happened?
There was an accident. My brother gave his life to protect us. He died a hero.
I don't...
I will soon go to Marbrook. Vicereeve Peladil, I want you to travel ahead with my brother's body. You will make the funeral arrangements.
Yes. Yes, Your Majesty. I understand.
Spare no expense for his funeral. All in the Dominion are welcome. All may pay their respects to a hero.
At once, Your Majesty.
I don't intend to tell anyone what my brother did.
What happened to Prince Naaman was a tragedy. I hope that sounds believable. I'll be saying it for the rest of my days.
I had my doubts about Queen Irene. Not after today. Travel well, my friend.
Is this really happening?
I don't know what you mean.
You must have seen. You arrived near the end of it.
The Queen says her brother died a hero, so that's what I saw.
Do all you Vine Dusk
I don't want to
Rangers
think
go
of the
to war?
outcome had you not been here. You kept the king safe. You will always be welcome among the Vine Dusk Rangers.
Perhaps you're right. This wasn't supposed to happen here. Today should have been a celebration, but instead... Instead, none of this officially happened.
wandered into the wrong hollow, friend. Justiciars to arms. No one leaves alive. Oblivion, take the cannon. I need aid.
What do we have here? Someone who bypassed the Thalmor guards. You have outwitted or outfought the wayward justiciars, no? You could not stand here otherwise. I, Bakara, wonder if you will lend me your skills. Great danger awaits below. Canon Reeve Orneth, an Altimer politician, has hired wood orc mercenaries to dig up bones buried in the hollow. The wood orc mercenaries have constructed a ritual altar just inside this cave, made of the bones they've unearthed. We don't know the altar's purpose, but we would disable it, then pursue Orneth within. Will you handle her brutes for us? Off with you now. Eliminate the wood orcs. We will follow shortly to see what the Canon Reeve is up to. That is what Bakara intends to find out. This one can feel an aura of magic in the air. 5-clawed magic. They're mercenaries, and the Canon Reeve has paid for their services. They act as an extension of her Thalmor guards, and I am not willing to have my mages attack a Canon Reeve. There would be too many political implications. Orneth was a guild mage once, many moons ago. She believes the Altmer are superior to all races in the ways of magic, and therefore worldly pursuits as well. I found her amusing, if only because her beliefs are objectively wrong. The Canon Reeve has been very vocal about wanting the Altmer to abdicate from the Aldmeri Dominion. When the Thalmor opposed her proposition at a public hearing, she swore she would save the Empire herself. She recently visited several mages' guild chapters, asking for advanced texts on conjuration and a few about the Daedra. And now she's come here with fully armed guards. Nothing wrong with research, but she's up to something, yes?
Bakara refuses to deal directly with the orcs. We should finish them and sort out the mess later. But she fears how the Thalmor will react if the Mages Guild raised a hand against the Canon Reeve, even if that Canon Reeve is acting on her own.
We watch, we wait, we pray these orcs will go away. Don't tell Mistress Bakara, but I can't help but think we are wasting our time. These caves were once a great burial mound, where all creatures of the Grotwood came to die. But 1,000 moons have risen since then, and the roots have long overgrown it. What good could the Canon Reeve do for the Altmer here?
By the Imperium lights, move faster! The more bones you find, the sooner we can all get out of this pit.
Just my luck. They would pair me with a slave driver like you. Why don't you pick up a shovel and help me?
I am a justiciar of the Thalmor. I do not shovel, orc. Justiciar! Heal me!
I saw nothing.
Don't slow down now. I will not suffer the humiliation of failure. Not to a cannon reeve. Halt! Let's go now.
Aid me.
Light it up!
Healer!
I need healing!
Dig in! Don't let them separate us!
Well fought.
Altar. Let's take it apart. This altar's design suggests complementary ritual sites. Makara bets an eel pie there are more.
As mud as my mother, what is the Cannon Reef planning? The air is tinged with an aura of magic I've never felt before.
We should move on. The design of this altar, it points to the existence of others. There may be more ahead, waiting to be disassembled. And there are still wood orcs standing in our way. Go on ahead.
We'll come to you when we find another altar.
What an obscure ritual. I've never seen its like. Seems Baccaro was right, and the Cannon Reeve is no mere politician. Perhaps I wasn't wasted on this mission after all.
Progress. You orcs know how to dig in the dirt. I'll give you that.
weird. It's a massacre in
It
here.
is good work. If you want to make a stew, you must gut a few fish, no? Now come! Let us undo this altar. This one still feels a magic presence. There must be another altar.
Look at this hovel. It's like the cavern itself is rotting. And the smell. I can taste it with every breath. The Cannon Reeve must be dabbling in necromancy. She may even be worm cult. That would be fantastic. They have to be. Look at this place. Elden Hollow was the final resting place for generations of centaurs and minotaurs. Imagine the undead army one could raise here.
These ritual altars remain foreign to me. Dracian believes the Cannon Reeve is preparing a worm cult rite, some sort of necromancy. If this is true, Tamriel is in great danger. One Cannon Reeve with loyalties to the worm cult could mean others.
2 altars broken, and still I can sense the Cannon Reeve's magic. There must be one remaining. Find it, and you may find Cannon Reeve Orineth. Be wary if you do. Her power has grown immensely if these altars are any indication. Dracian believes they are necromantic. That Orineth is perhaps in line with the worm cult, who have been active in the area of late. This one is still not sure. We will know more when we question the Cannon Reeve. is not the end.
So, Orineth sold her soul completely. The Thalmor will not be happy with this.
Bakara, look. Just as you feared. The ritual is complete. See how the darkness gathers?
Yes. Whatever Orineth unleashed here may be even stronger than she. Prepare yourselves.
What in oblivion was that?
Orineth is dead. The ritual broken. Yet evil still stirs here. There is darkness growing from the earth below, sprouting from a seed of death. We have failed. The darkness is coming, with no one to control it. Bakara is thinking. Wait, do you feel that? My friend, it's time to go. Quickly! Follow Speaks with lights. She can open the way out of this place. Everybody out! Orineth would undo us all!
Mistress Bakara, what are you doing? We must go.
No, you must go. Warn the guild. Warn Tamriel. Quickly now!
I hope you're watching.
Bakara can't hold this forever!
I never used to fight this much.
Oh!
Thank the egg. You made it out too. I think Dracien's gone. You felt the rumblings. Saw the darkness pouring from the ground. You tell me what that was. All I know is Bakara gave her life to save us from it. Don't waste her sacrifice. I'll get topside and alert the Mages Guild as soon as I catch my breath. Zuth, something awful is coming. I only know that the darkness was not a result of necromancy. Though I won't risk going back to investigate further. I will heed Bakara's last request. The Mages Guild must be warned.